It's that time of year. It's
I
freezing.
don't like it. It's cold.
Way too cold.
But we are here to give you 5 winter
We sure are.
wellness tips.
Absolutely. First thing I've got to say before we start with our 5 winter wellness tips is I have to confess we have literally just got out of an infrared sauna full spectrum. So if I can tell you one thing about winter, get into one of those. It literally heats you to the core.
From the inside.
The best.
Oh, it's like grandma's warm soup. It's just,
Incredible.
Oh, it's the best.
All right, what are some other ways we can warm up? With
well,
winter?
you know, my favourite exercise, stay active.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's
Super
just
important.
like overall, there's so many benefits. Longevity, keep yourself lubricated, you get that inner warmth, you just feel so much better. I truly believe energy creates energy. So you just really do yourself such a service by, you know, just even walking like you're in a rush, or just, you know, stretching out. And, you know, I know it's cold, but, you know, crank the heater up at home if you want to and do a yoga session.
Absolutely.
Just, you know, even getting out in the cold can just invigorate yourself, you know, get your dog or your walking partner, your neighbour, whatever, yourself, just get out there.
Pumps the blood.
Do some moving.
All through your body, which of course means that your immune system is firing on all cylinders, which in winter.
And, you know, make it like an appointment that you say to yourself. You know, you wouldn't cancel an appointment with a doctor because, you know, you're going there for a reason or whatever. And this is an appointment for yourself that is so,
good idea.
So many benefits.
Pop it in the calendar.
Yep, just know, okay, at, you know, 5 p.m. or 6 a.m. or whatever time you choose, you know, that's just part of your schedule. You don't think about it, you just do it.
Talking about 6 a.m. at this time of year, it's common for it to be super, super cold, which tends to be why people steer away from exercise at this time of year. And that can happen, don't get me wrong, it can be raining outside, I get all of that. When you do get the opportunity to be outside in the fresh air, and any vitamin D we can get is ideal. But if you're struggling, or you might have an ailment or an injury that prevents you from being able to get your body active, another way to increase the blood flow in your system is to use the acupressure mat. So don't forget you've got that tool. Easy to pop out, pop it on the bed, lay down. It stimulates the blood flow to your body, which gives you the same benefit there as the cardiovascular or the circulatory benefits of exercise. And it's another little way that you can keep your body hydrated with all the blood flowing through your system.
You can literally feel it
by laying on your acupressure
you get
mat.
this like warmth through your skin. It's great. Just grab yourself a little heated blanket, throw it over the top of you if you want to, because, you know, nutty is best.
Yeah, definitely the nude is best. But that is a way that if you feel like, oh geez, Em, I can't really do exercise, that's a good alternative for you. So that was our tip number 1, get active in whatever way you can.
What
do we got for number 2? I think it might have something to do with what we eat.
Well, I was about to say.
Got anything to do with you?
Other favourite thing.
Yep.
I really believe that what you put in makes the difference.
It does.
Absolutely. And, you know, I know for me, when I eat something bad, I'm instantly like, so tired, or I've got a tummy ache, or I'm just like, ooh, I feel sluggish, tired, yawning, I can't think, concentrate well.
So true.
So, you know, try and stick to whole food.
Yeah.
You've heard me go on about whole food, plant-based for, you know, for forever. But, you know, it just makes such a difference.
It really does. And I think
thinking.
I think during summer it's so much easier for people to choose salads and things like that are a lot healthier, a lot of good roughage in there, good magnesium for your muscles, etc. And then during winter people are a little bit more reluctant because it means things like cooking up soups and more cooking and preparing. So warm soups are actually really, really good because they have so much variety of vegetables in them, especially if you're doing like a minestrone or something like a vegetable soup.
Or pumpkin, you know, and you can add proteins to it, you know, your beans and lentils, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
so you can really make them hearty. And one good thing I love about soup making is when I make a soup, I make, you know, those big pots.
Batch.
I make pumpkin soup and it is full. And it's like a week's worth. The kids love it. They can just grab it after school. They heat up a bowl, and I know they're getting a huge hit of so many vegetables and a broad range because, you know, you add your extra sneaky things in there. It's not like they're going to go and eat a parsnip.
It's so true.
They just love it. They love it. It's great.
Yeah, it's a really good option. Prepare once and enjoy multiple times.
Yeah,
I do love that option.
You can take it to work in a container that won't leak.
Yeah,
in your bag.
Don't be having leaking containers, there's nothing worse. But I think it's just a great option to be able to make sure that your body's got what it needs to get you through the winter months.
You really will. You'll save money from not going and buying processed crappy food.
Yeah,
and you'll feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. Good idea. Now, one thing that sort of flows on from that a little bit is hydration. I know that we have a tendency to drink more during the hotter months, but it is still important. The reason we hydrate our body is that our body is made up of about 70% water, and our cells much prefer the water in between so that they can move independently and then carry the energy that we require, all the nutrition for repair to all of the areas of our body. If we are not hydrated, our cells become sticky. They end up looking like sort of a string of pearls rather than free flowing and being able to provide the energy that we require. And then that tendency for us to be sluggish and for us to be fatigued and not to have the energy that we require in our body for our immune system to function well is really high. So
you got to get rid
it's
of
challenging,
those toxins.
but try hot drinks. Hot drinks at this time of year warm you up on the inside. It's a nice way to do it. And those types of soup that Em was talking about before, they tend to have a lot more fluid in them as well. So that's a good way to add to your hydration levels.
Such a huge range of tea at the moment.
Absolutely.
You go into Woolies and there's like tea for everything.
Yeah, perfect.
So, you know, you can grab your digest tea and your sleep tea for at night time and all that sort of stuff, you know. Try and steer clear of the caffeinated versions, but there are plenty of herbal ones out there.
Challenging at night time, but
help
certainly
you stay warm.
get on to the drinks. Very, very, very important. Now, something that Em's probably going to walk off and not talk about right now, the importance of sleep. Super important when you're trying to make sure that your immune system is functioning well. We talk a lot about repair and regeneration that happens when we sleep at night time. So an ailment, a bursitis or a tendonitis or something like that.
Disregard my facial expressions.
Yes,
but it's so true.
Immune system does need that time where we're not processing things in our head, we're not concentrating and thinking and doing things, we're just resting, and the body then has the ability to really give its energy to the immune system.
Your immune system needs it. You heal when you sleep.
Absolutely.
That's the fact.
So a bit like Em and her exercise, maybe commit to getting to bed at an earlier time just so that you've got that opportunity to make sure you've got good, decent quality sleep. Chinese medicine, they believe that the sleep that you get before midnight is the most quality sleep. So if you can
set your
not go to bed at midnight, that'd be good.
Environment. So, you know, try not to look at your devices or watch TV, and make sure it's nice and dark. You know, you want to look after your circadian rhythm and just have that nice zen time where your body clock just naturally goes into sleep mode.
Absolutely.
Not, you know, staring at, you know, screens and watching things that make you activated, and then you can't sleep and you get overtired and then you struggle with restless legs and
pass on all of that. So please, importance of sleep. The final one is looking after your mental health. Now this is something that's really important. Em and I feel really strongly about this with our community. We want to try and help you to make sure that you get the best of your life, which means waking up with a zest, waking up with a passion, waking up with purpose. It's really important. I think when we spend lots of time indoors during winter, we can sometimes lose a little bit of that, lose a bit of connection with other people because we don't tend to go out as much. It is super important. Things like joining a community online is something that can really help that during the winter months, but do try and make the commitment to get out with friends, and if you can get a chance to go for a walk on a day that's not too cold or not windy and wet and what have you, it's an opportunity to bond with someone and to be able to share. But please don't hesitate to reach out if you're in our community, our online private Facebook community, which is
Life Balance with Dr Kez and Em on Facebook.
There's a great community there of people that are really willing to be lend an ear and to support in whatever it is that you're doing on your therapeutic journey. So mental health is really, really important.
And being out in nature, even though it's cold, it just does something. It just lifts your mental health. It really does help with depression.
Yeah,
so
and mentioned
get out there.
The circadian rhythm earlier too. Any opportunity you can get to be in the sun during winter is really important, and even if that is through a window because it's too cold to be outside, getting sunlight touching your body really does alter and change the circadian rhythm that you have.
Watching the sunrise and sunset.
Yeah, there is something called SAD is the acronym for it, seasonal affective disorder, which can be a really big issue with depression for people during the winter months when they're locked inside with no sun. So do your best to get out whenever you can.
Absolutely.
So they are our 5 tips for winter. Have a wonderful, wonderful winter. We're in the thick of it now, obviously, but hopefully we'll get some warmer weather sooner rather than later because I much prefer the sun.
One thing I do like about winter is I get to wear my fingerless gloves.
Why do you love that so much?
I don't know why, because I put them on and they're just soft on the inside. They just they actually don't have any fingers. They're just half gloves, but I just love them.
You can wear them in summer if you like.
No, I just would be too hot.
When you go down the
it's the simple things in life.
You can wear them.
Yeah, but it's the simple things. You just have
to
look at what you can enjoy and what's around you.
Snuggling up to my wife.
Yeah, aww. Electric blanket and all.
Thanks for having us on your therapeutic journey.